WhatsApp page. If you want it, please ask guys on the WhatsApp page so they can resend it to you. All right, let me confirm. Am I audible enough? Can we all hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, so
very well.
Thank you. I'll begin with simple question. Who is in this class now has not been able to set up their Linux virtual machine, CentOS? This is my own Linux virtual machine. I hope I remember the password. Okay, username. Why are you asking me for username? I think it is item, right? Uh-oh. Are you sure I've not locked myself out? Wow. So has everybody in class been able to set up their Linux? Oh, Mr. Taiwo Lawa, congratulations, sir. Are we going to watch it? Are you watching it for us? Oh, grass. Bravo, I remember the password. Okay, so who is having any issue at all apart from you've not been able to download the operating system? Apart from that kind of challenge, your machine, I mean your host now, your computer, either your personal computer, laptop or desktop is not responding. Who is having any issue setting up their OS or even their VirtualBox?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah, you helped me the other day with my desktop. That's it, my iMac.
Okay.
But because I'll be traveling, I'm going to be using my laptop.
Okay.
So I tried the same way we did,
Yeah.
but it's not working, right? And my OS is Mac OS Monterey, right?
Okay.
And I tried, went to system preference, the same thing. It's not working. I don't know why.
Okay, so we might have to review after class again. But you did the same thing we did last class?
The same thing, yeah.
And it didn't work. Did you reach out to Mr. What's his name now?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or probably
yeah, maybe I'll do that.
We'll do after class. All right.
Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Who else is here and has not been able to fix their CentOS? Because from this day we are entering Express. What I mean by Express is we should have put the issue of installation behind us. We should be learning simple commands from this point onward. So is anybody in class who has not been able to have their CentOS, Linux, either Red Hat or CentOS? All right, so Mr. Chigozie, what's the challenge, sir?
Okay, my challenge was network, and I tried. I'm actually
able to download, right?
Yes. So it's just been network all the way, and I was out of town. I just got in today, so I'm still trying to download. I've been trying to where I was.
So I don't know. I'm out of field last weekend and I'm in Lagos as we speak, but I'm pulling out of Lagos very early tomorrow morning. I don't know. I could say, let me give you the OS if you're in Lagos. If that's not gonna work,
okay.
There's something that happened during the last Nigerian class, right? within themselves, they try to locate themselves around.
Okay.
So if you can see who is around that can help you.
Okay. I'll try
Okay.
it because
Where do you
I'll
live?
try. Yeah, I'm trying now. So I hope since I'm back and I'm in town now, I hope before the night runs out, the network will be better because I was much of in a remote area. So
Hello?
Oh, okay.
hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I think network. So you can communicate among each other. People that are in
Okay.
Lagos, people in Abuja that have downloaded it, all right? They can
Yes.
put it in a CD for you and use dispatch rider if you can promise to pay
Okay.
them. Maybe
Yes.
500 naira for dispatch. You guys can do that among each other. That was what the guys in the other, that was long ago, all right? But if you have to meet with anybody, please make it be an open space. Don't go to anybody's house. I'm just saying, I know we are all adults, all right? But why I'm saying this is security is of what? Is of very importance, all right? So
Yeah.
if it's the issue of the installation, I know it's an heavy file, about 6.4 or 4.4 gig. I think it's 4.4, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
4.3 to 4.4.
And that's about just 4.4. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was the one who sent. I was the one who sent you the link. Linked
okay, that which
via
one we should
email.
download via
Yeah.
mail. You are
Yes.
not on our
Yes.
WhatsApp
Yeah.
page, are you?
Yeah. I'm on the WhatsApp page, but most times I'm not always on my phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You
Mm.
can just use any one of those links,
Okay.
right? So just try and see that because I know the main issue people will have is downloading the file. And thank God we are not doing Windows. Windows is even heavier. That one is 6.5. Yeah, but since we're not doing Windows now, you can just learn that at your own leisure. All right.
Okay.
So today we'll begin with short prompts. I'm going to explain this. Navigation, simple commands, networking, and Linux system administration. All right. So, like I said earlier, we are now on Express. So, my people, we would have put that installation thing behind. But if you are in this class and you are shy to come forth that you've not been able to install your OS, I am begging you, you don't have any reason to. Please, you don't have any reason to. Anything at all that is the reason, okay, you don't have any reason to not to come forth with your challenge so we can resolve together. Okay, if there's anything I want every one of us to get is the best out of this class. Let's optimize it as much as possible. All right. The same way I'm gonna take the US guys that are paying 600, $1,000 is the same way I'm doing this because the idea of engineer king is let people get value for what they've paid for. So you've not gotten value if you are behind and the rest of us are going ahead. So please, I'm pleading with you, every one of us. You have any issue so far to this point, please come forth. Let's find solution together. Apart from the people using Mac OS that we're going to still resolve after this class. But if for one reason you've not been able to install your Linux, let's know so we can resolve together. The reason why I'm saying this is also that this is like a foundation. We'll be building on the things we have learned. And if the foundation is faulty, I don't think there's anything anybody can do about it. All right. So this is the desktop screen, right? How do you get to the terminal? You either say uh, applications, from applications you come to system tools and you click on terminal. All right. Application, system tools, and then terminal. Or simple way, just right click and you say open terminal. And then you are here.
Excuse me, can I ask a question, please?
Please go ahead, sir.
Right. With my system, the
Yeah.
Inter Ninja, right?
Yeah.
So he's showing a blue screen with dates. I know that is like a desktop screensaver, like
Yes.
showing blue screen with dates
Yes.
and time. So how do I go to? I right click. It's not bringing out the.
Type spacebar. Hit spacebar. Hit your spacebar.
Okay.
Anything?
No,
It's not signing in.
it's not.
Go to input. Click on input. From input, go to keyboard.
Input keyboard, yeah.
Keyboard Control Alt to delete.
Keyboard control to delete.
If you do that severally, it should take you to where you're going to sign in.
Okay, input keyboard.
All right, so let's move on, please.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so this is your terminal. All right, your Linux system or your Linux OS, just as your Windows OS, many persons can sign in at the same time. All right, see your item that you see here. This item here, this is the current signed in user. Item here means the name of the current signed in user. At means the name of the machine you are signed into. It's calling it localhost. I can rename it. I'll show you how to rename later on. All right. Item here means the name of the current signed in user. Okay. By the way, how many users do we have on our machine so far? Anybody can take a good guess? Technically, we have just, okay, two. One who?
The root user and item.
Excellent. Do you have idea about this before?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been
thank you,
practicing since you told us.
Oh, excellent. So yes, you are right. Currently, I've not done anything behind you guys. It was where we stopped that we were taking it up from now. And when we were creating, when we were installing our machine, remember we created password for the root. And I remember I said to us that the name of an administrator in Windows is called root in Linux. So where you have admin, when you hear admin, just know that that's the person that have access to everywhere. The admin can lock you out, they can allow you in. All right. So the admin of a network or of a system in Windows is called the root in Linux. Okay, so and on this our Ipen Niger machine so far, we have just 2 users. The root, which is always there by default. You don't have to create the root. Once you are installing your machine, your OS, it comes by default. And then the first user we created, which is, remember when it asked us to enter name and then we enter password? Do you remember that period? All of you right now that you have your machine running, you also have the same 2 users as I have. Later on, we'll create more users and I'll show you how to. Okay, so this is the current user that is signed in into our system. This is the name of our system, localhost. Okay, and this is the current directory that we have. By directory, I mean the current folder we are in right now. Okay, so you call it folder inside Windows. Okay, you call it folder in Windows, but in Linux, it is called directory. Are we picking these terms now? You call it folder inside Windows. It is called what in Linux? What's it called in Linux, please?
Directory.
Thank you. It is called directory in Linux. All right. And so here is item, the signed in user, localhost into which machine this item is signed into. That means this machine is called localhost, which we can change. And this one, yes. And this one here is the current directory that we have. All right. So now, let me quickly show us this. I've shown us the shell prompt, right, which is here. This is all the old shell prompt. if I say pwd, pwd means
Password.
print working directory. This is not password, sir. All right, let's just follow this class carefully. This is password. All right. pwd means print working directory. I want to see the current folder I am. I want to see the current path I am now. And you hit enter. It tells you you are in root. Another thing you should know is when you see this first forward slash, it means root. All right. And the hierarchy of directory in Linux or even in Windows is that everything comes from where? The root. So let me use my whiteboard marker to explain that. Where is my whiteboard now? All right. You have okay. Can I have this branch here? This is the tree, right? And this is a branch, isn't it? And this is a stem out of it, right? And on the stem, you have your what? Leaf, right? What we are saying is everything starts from where?
The root.
The root. Are we all hearing me? Are we all following?
Yes.
Yes. Everything starts
Yes,
from
I'm
the root.
following.
And in Linux, the symbol for the root is what? Forward slash. All right. So what you see that in that place is this. When I said print working directory, it said root, then home, then item.
Okay.
Another thing you should know is this. When you create a user, please listen to me attentively. I will explain as much as you can get it, because if you understand navigation in Linux, you have understood 60% of what Linux is about. And even when we get into DevOps, it is still this navigation that will also help you. Ordinary dot like this, has given me 5 hours of troubleshooting. I almost ran mad because I was not able to put dots where it was. I almost faulted everything I've been doing, I've been building. That day, I know that if you understand navigation in Linux, you have understood 60%. Because every other thing you are doing, you either want to put it in the right path or in another path. This is a path now, okay? And this is a directory. This is another directory. So what we are saying here is there is item. Look at it. There is item home directory inside the home folder. And the home folder is inside the what? The root folder.
The root.
That's what we are saying here, please. I'll take it again. Okay, so what I wanted to say before this is that when you create a user, I'm not talking about root now, I'm talking about other users apart from root. When you create a user, Linux automatically creates 2 things with that user. When you create a user, Linux automatically creates 2 things with that user. It creates a home directory for that user, and it also creates a group for that user, and they bear the same name as the name of the user that you create. Okay, I'll take it again. When you create a user, a new user in Linux, Linux will create 2 things automatically with that user, and they will bear the same name, group and also home directory. So what you saw here is this. When I said that item is the one that is signed in currently into this machine localhost, and this is the current working directory. And I said print pwd, print working directory, means that show me the current working directory I am. And he's saying home item. This item you are seeing here is not the same as this item here. This item here is a user that is assigned to this place. This item here is the folder or directory, is the home directory of this item user. I'll take that again. This item you are seeing here is a folder. It is the home directory of this what? Item user. So two things Linux will create when we created our item user. It will created a home directory for it, inside in which it will put it in home. So all users will have their home directory inside this home folder here. And this home folder is inside root.
The root.
Right? Another thing that item we also create, and another thing that Linux will also create when you create a new user, apart from the home directory, is which also create a group. When we get to the group part, I will explain to us. All right. So when I say print working directory, it means I want to see the current directory I am. Although it is here already, but this one will only tell me the final directory. Okay. Print working directory will tell me the full path. I'll take it again. If this place tells me the current working directory, it means inside the current folder I am. If this place tells me I am inside a folder currently, all right, and that folder is what? Item. When you see this sign, what do you call this sign? When you see this sign, it means that you are in the home directory of the signed in user. I'll say it again. If you see this sign, it means you are in the home directory of the what? Signed in user. So another thing can be here, which you will see now. This place is saying that this is the current folder that you are in. This is the current directory that you are working in. All right. But print working directory will show you the full path of that folder. So if I want to list the content of this current working directory, I want to see what is inside the home directory of this item. I will say ls. ls means list, and I enter. If I say ls and enter, it will show me everything inside, not everything, all unhidden things inside this place. But this is a short list. Are we with me, class?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a short list. If I want a detailed list, I will say ls switch L, and I will hit enter. The same thing that you have here is what you have here. But this one is a short list. This is a long what? A detailed list. Are you with me, sirs and ladies?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
what you will
Yes,
see
sir.
in your normal Windows homepage, your desktop, your documents, your download, your music, your pictures, your public is what you have here. If I want to enter into desktop now, I want to change directory. Change directory into desktop, right? I just need to say cd change directory desktop. Another thing we should know at this point is that Linux is case sensitive. Can we hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Linux is case sensitive. If I say change directory into desktop and I enter, that means I am now inside. Please mute yourself if you're not talking to us. This means I am now inside desktop directory. When you do a long list like this, you are able to know which one is a file, which one is a folder. This one is a folder, is a directory. And how do you know? You will see D in front of the permissions. You will see D here. It means this is a directory, this is a directory, this is a directory, this is a directory. All right. So see what I'm telling you now. I10 is the current signed in user on this our server or our machine. And the name of the machine that I10 is signed into is called what? Localhost. The one that we call I10 Niger, but here it is called what? Localhost. We can change it later. Okay. I10 Niger is what VirtualBox recognizes, but Linux is calling it what? Localhost. It means that I can sign in into another system remotely. It's called SSH, but follow me carefully, we'll get there. All right. Right now, I said that this place normally tells us what? What does this place normally tell us, please?
The working directory.
Excellent. The current directory you are in, the current folder you are in. And that's what? Desktop. At what point did we change to desktop? Who remembers? Here. When I say
CD desktop.
Means change directory. CD means
Mm.
change directory. CD change directory into desktop. So you see that this sign here is no longer this sign here. All right. But maybe something happened. I want to move a file or a whole folder, and I don't know the path to this place. And I can now do print working directory, and I will hit enter. When I hit enter, it tells me desktop is a directory, a folder inside I10. I10 is a folder inside home. Home is a folder inside where? Root.
Inside roots.
Are we in class now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me watch again what I also want to tell us. Okay, we are still doing navigation. Excellent. So if you see this now, and I want to move back by one step. Okay, we are in desktop. Can we list the content of desktop? How do you list the content of a directory?
LS.
Yes.
LS, right? LS, nothing. That means it is what?
It's empty.
Thank you. If I want to do long list, what do I do?
LS-L space -L.
With L. All right. Have I shown you if I want to do list everything, even with the hidden folders? No, I've not. So I want to go back by one step. I want to go back by one step. It means that I want to leave desktop and I want to go back to I10 by one step. The command is cd dot. All right. When you say cd dot, it means go back by one step. Can you see now that we are back into here? All right. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So if I do cd dot, looking at what is here now, where will it take me to? We were in desktop before. And I said that if I do cd space dot, it will take me back by one step. Okay, that means to take me into the parent directory of desktop. And
Yeah.
the parent directory of desktop is who? Item.
Item.
And I said that this item here is a folder, is a directory. It is called the home directory of the what? Signed in.
Yeah.
So if I also do CD, currently I'm here now, and this is the sign. This sign tells you that you are in the home directory of the what? Of the signed in user.
Signed in user. Yeah.
Okay, and that's why when you do ls switch L, you're able to see all these things.
Yeah.
All right. If I want to see everything, both hidden things, I'll do ls switch LA. ls switch LA means all. This A means what? All.
All.
Can you see everything that is what? Hidden. So if you want to hide anything in Linux, just put dot in front of it. It will hide it for you. All right. I said that if you want to know a directory, it starts with D. Read, write, execute, RWX. But D means this is a directory. But see the ones that are files, like this bash underscore history is a file. It doesn't have a what? A D in front of it. All right. Now let's go back to where what I want to explain to us. If you need to clear your screen, you need to clear your screen. You just say CLEAR, clear.
Clear. Wow.
All right. So let's go back to where I'm going. I was in home. Sorry, desktop. Oh, I've shown you that. Okay, let me show you again. See LL. Are we in class now?
Yes.
LL and LS switch L. They will do the same thing. I said that again. LL and LS switch L will do the same thing. But LL is an alias. Alias. So for CentOS, for Red Hat, for Fedora, they have set an inbuilt alias that when I say LL, perform the same function as LS switch L. Between LL and LS switch L, which one is easier to quickly type?
LL.
Excellent.
LL.
So that's why Fedora, CentOS, and Red Hat says that when you want to do LS switch L, just do LL to do the same thing. But I'm taking my time to explain because if you are now using Ubuntu, if you are using other distro, by now you know what I mean by distro, other distribution of Linux, and you do LL, and it tells you command not recognized, you should know that the standard command for Linux, Unix OS, to do a detailed list of the content of a directory is what? ls switch L. But for CentOS, for Fedora, for Debian, all of them using the yum repository, they have set an alias. Alias means that instead of calling you Obafemi, call me Femo or call me FM. I will still answer you. So they've set an alias that when I do LL, perform the same function of ls switch L. So in this class, you see me doing LL most times because when I want to see something, all right? When I say LL, list for me in details. So if I say LL switch A, means list for me everything, all right? So what I want to say here is LL, sorry, desktop. If I say change directory into desktop, I'm now in desktop, right? If I want to go back, let me say print working directory. This is the path of where I am, okay? If I want to go to item, okay, I just have to say, go back by one step, cd dot dot, I'm in item. If I do cd dot dot, where will it take me to in this place? If I do another cd dot dot, where will it take me to here?
Home.
Home, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do it. cd dot dot. Can you see?
Yeah.
Home. If we
Yeah.
list the content of home now, can you see the content of home?
Item.
This item here is not this user. I've told us before. If you want to know all the user on a Linux machine, if you want to know all the user on a Linux machine, there is a file called password group. Is it a file or a group now? It is called password. We will get there. That's where you can see all the created user or all the users that are using a particular system. But this one you are seeing here, this folder or this directory was created the day we created this item user. And I said earlier that when you create a new user, it automatically creates the home directory inside this home, right? And it also creates a group for it. Let me even show you now. See this item here is the user. The second item is the group. Just take it like that. When we get into treating groups, I will explain further. All right. So this home now, assuming I have another user or other users inside on this machine, you will see their home directory listed here. But so far, there's just technically one user. The other user is a what? Is a root. And that one is an administrator. You would really not call him a user like that. All right. But if I've created other users, you would have seen their home directory listed here. Okay. So if I do print working directory and I hit enter, it's saying I'm in what? Home. And home is where?
Item one. Okay.
Where is home?
It's a root.
Excellent. Home is in root. When you see this
Yes.
thing that starts every path, okay, what starts every path is root. It means that everything stems from the where? From the root. After root, nothing else. So if I do cd again, where do you think I'm going to?
To the root.
Back to the root.
Excellent. Can you see what is here now?
Yeah.
When you see this, it means
Power
that
splash.
item is the user that is signed into this name of machine localhost, and the current directory he is or she is, if this item is a male or female, is what? Is root. So if I do LL here now, see everything inside root. And this is the first warning I will tell you. Don't mess with any folder here. If you mess with any file or folder here, you might be messing with your server. All right. Are we in class, please?
Yes, sir.
See the home that we were before. Do you know that home is inside root, right?
Yes.
See that home here. So I want to go into this home now. What do I do?
CD home.
CD.
Directory home.
Right?
No.
Can you see what it is telling me?
It's case sensitive.
No subfile or directory.
Excellent.
No, it's case sensitive.
Thank you. We say that Linux is what? Linux is case sensitive. In Linux, home is not the same as home.
Yeah, you said that before. Yeah.
Right. So when I say cd home,
Yeah.
it says you can't find it. So I have to do cd what?
Oh. Yeah.
Now there's the possibility that you have used a command before, or you entered a long command, and I can assure you in this class, we will enter long commands, especially when we begin to do secure copy and SSH. All right. But the good thing is, this is not a brag. The good thing is you are in my class. Some trainers don't have the patience, but I have it, because I know once you get navigation in Linux, every of my job is training. Every of my job is what is easier. On your keyboard, the keyboard in front of you, you will see 4 arrows, one pointing up, the other pointing down, one pointing to the left, the other pointing to the right. Can you see it on your keyboard?
Yeah, navigation keys.
All right. I've been entering commands since morning. If I want to go to a command that I've entered before, I don't want to waste time re-entering it, or I want to use that command for another command. I just want to change one or two things. If I press the up arrow on my keyboard, it will be showing me all the commands I've entered so far. Can you see this?
Sure.
Can you see this?
Yes.
All the commands I've entered so far. Okay. You can all see this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if I press down, it will come back until you get to where there is nothing again. If I press arrow again, so I want to change capital H to a small case, and I'll press the left now. Can you see that the left is telling me where to go to, right and left? Can you see that now?
Yes.
It might not really make any sense to you now until you begin to see us use long commands. And when you press it and it tells you error, and then you see your mistake, you now be wondering, will I type this long thing again? Just use your up arrow. When you use your up arrow, go use your left and right button to go to where you want to correct. Okay, backspace, small case, and then you can now hit enter. I'm back to home now. If I list again, I'm in I10. I say CD I10. I'm back to the home directory of signed in what? User. But that's just by the way. All right. If I list now, if I list, this time let me enter music. So CD music. If from music or from any directory I am, either long or short directory, I want to go straight to the home directory of the signed in user. From anywhere I am at, I want to go to the home directory of the signed in user. I'll just do CD enter. Put CD and don't put, type CD, don't put anything in front of it. Did you get this? Let me go back to CD. I'm in music now. Print working directory. I'm in music. Assuming there's another folder in music, let's create folder in a music. Let's say make directory. MKDIR, make directory, is the command to create a folder. Let's call that folder. Who's the first person here today? We have Mayokon. Let's create a folder and let's call Mayokon. If I list now, we've created Mayokon. Can we CD into Mayokon? We are now in Mayokon now. If I print working directory, see the long part. Mayokon is a directory inside music. Music is inside I10. I10 is inside home. Home is inside root. Can we also make a directory inside Mayokon now? Let me see who is there next. Matthew. MMMM. MMM. All right. So let's say make directory Matthew. Okay. If I list now, Matthew has been created inside Mayokon. If I say CD into Matthew now, all right, and I say print working directory, see where we are. Can you see how long the path is getting now?
Yes.
And I want to come to I10. the home directory of the signed-in user. Instead of saying cd one by one, sorry, from wherever you are, cd Mayokun, cd Matthew. If I list now, if I print working directory, see where I am, and I want to come to the home directory of the signed-in user, I just say ordinary cd, change directory, don't put anything.
Yeah.
Hit enter. It takes you straight to your what? Home page. It takes you to your home page straight. All right. From wherever you are, can I say cd here, home, item? Can you say anything I'm doing now? Music, Mayokun, Matthew. So instead of saying cd home, inside home, cd item, inside item, cd music, inside music, cd Mayokun, inside Mayokun, I can list everything at once. Change directory, go from home to here to here to here. Hit enter. If from anywhere at all that you are, from anywhere you are, you want to go into the root. Are you with me, sirs?
Yeah.
From anywhere you are, you want to go to root, just say cd / you are in root. From any directory where you are, you want to go into root, cd / you are in root. From any directory you are, you want to go into your home page, that is the home directory of the signed-in user, just say ordinary cd to take you there. If I do long list now, I'm here. Okay. Now, I want to come to this place. I want to go to Matthew and have this command there. If you click here, hold it down and you drag it, anywhere you drag it to, and you release the click, in Linux, you have automatically copied. I say that again. If you click here and you drag and you release the click, in Linux, you have automatically copied. If you come to here and you right click it, it will paste what you are what you copied. Okay, so why is it not pasting here? I'm coming. Come in. Just give me a moment. Copy. Okay, what did it do? Copy this. Paste here. Okay, so this is the change I just observed the change now. It's expecting you to say copy first. But in other Linux distros, you will see it in Amazon or even in your own. Instead of saying right click and copy, right, it will copy by itself. But let me show you one simple trick now. If you copy like this, are you with me, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
This kind of copy is not the same as this kind of copy. What's the difference that you observe? This kind is different from this kind. This one says copy alone. When you paste, just paste this place. All right. But when you copy that whole line, it means that when you paste and execute the command. Are you with me, sirs?
Please take that again.
This kind of copy is not the same with this kind of copy.
Oh, okay.
This copy says just copy this thing I highlighted only. Why this copy says copy it and execute it when you paste it.
Understood.
Right? So let me do it now. When I say copy this and I come here and I right click and I say copy and I come here and I paste. Can you see what he did?
Yeah.
He just pasted that point alone for me, right? Good. Let me go back now. And so for me, let's go back to home page. Okay. Can you see where we are now?
Yeah.
Our home page, right? So let's come and do a long copy now. Where is it again? Do a long copy. Okay. Come here, copy, and say paste.
Okay.
Can you see what he did?
Yeah.
Pasted it and executed it.
Yeah.
All right. So far, please, any question? There's no point running along if we have anybody behind. Any question so far? What we are doing so far is I'm just showing you navigation and the shell prompt.
Hello, sir.
We can hear you.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. So for me, well, this is my first IT class I'm doing. So
You're welcome,
it's
sir.
kind of like it's kind of no. This is not my first class. This is my third class. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to say is this process now is like like Chinese to me.
I like your honesty.
So I know that I will go back to the video
Okay.
as many times as I would
I like
be
that.
able to understand this, because right now I won't say I am following 100%, but I am just observing and I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm observing and I'm listening. So I will refer to the video as many times as possible to be
Okay.
able to follow up.
All right.
So that's my state.
Who else is in that state, please?
I am in that state too.
Okay. Who else?
Partially, I'm in that state.
Okay, sir.
Well, I understand some.
Some of the things you've been saying.
Yeah, some of the things. Yeah, I understand, but partially.
Okay, sir. I like this honesty and I like this sincerity. So, like I said, there's no need jumping forward when we have not been able to establish some basics. So let's quickly run through that again. All right.
You need to get familiar with the commands.
You said?
I'm saying that what we need at this point is to get familiar with this command.
Oh, of course. You will get familiar with it because you will use it often. This is where we started from, right? Once you signed in, this is where all of you will have.
Yes.
And I said, item you see here means the current user that is signed into this system. And this art. So before I continue, let me send this one in again. This time when we are doing this in this class, you didn't understand it when I said it earlier, that when we are in class, please don't attempt to also run the commands on your own. When we are in class, it's time for you to listen, watch, if possible, take short notes so that you don't lose focus and attention. because I said we are now entering express. It means that we will go faster than we have been going,
Yes, that's it.
right? So please keep your own lab aside. Watch, listen, pay attention. I implore us, please. Right. This item here is the current signed in user on this machine. It could be a physical machine, it could be a virtual machine. But in Linux, this is how Linux represents their shell prompt. Okay, and it's saying that this name you see here is the user that is signed in currently at the name of the machine. You can change machine name, I will show you. And anything that you find here means the current folder that you are in. All right. So what you are seeing here is this sign. And I said this sign means that home page of this signed in user. Okay. And I said the command to list the content of a folder. But in Linux, we don't call it folder, we call it directory. The command to list what is inside the directory, the general Unix command that either you enter it in Debian Linux or Ubuntu or in Fedora or in CentOS or in SUSE or in Red Hat, the command is ls. When you hit enter, it will list horizontally all the contents of, not all the unhidden content of this home directory, of this folder here. But if you do ls space switch L and you hit enter, it will list it in detailed format. It will say that desktop was created on January 9 at this time. This was about the time that we created this user. Okay, and it will tell you that this desktop here is a directory, not a file. Okay, and these are the permissions available for this desktop. I will still show us permissions and security later on. So let's just move on gradually. Okay, now I also said if you need to see the full content, you want to unhide everything, you say ls switch LA. In fact, if I say ls switch A, it will list everything for me, but still in short form. Okay, but if I say ls switch L, this one means that list it for me in detail, but I also want to see all unhidden. That means list in detail everything. A means all, and I hit enter. So the same thing it listed for me here are what I have here. But this time, it also showed me the hidden ones. And I said, how do you hide hidden thing? Is just to put a dot in front of it. So this music now, if I want to hide this music, I will just rename it and put dot in front of it. You will still get to how to rename. So let's go one step at a time. Up to this point now, do you understand, sirs and ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so let's move ahead from here. And I said that if you have entered series of commands and you want to go back to a command you've entered before, on your host keyboard, you have up, down, left, and right. If you press up, it will begin to list the commands you have used from the latest, from the newest. So if I press up now, the one I used last, the one I used after that, and after that, and after that, and after that. If I press down, it will begin to come down in that succession again. All right. If I enter a command, if I press up and I want to alter something, maybe I want to change it to, I use left and right. If I want to remove this L, I use left to take the cursor there and use what? What that means is you cannot use your mouse cursor to go and click there. Not in Linux. You have to use the left and right. Okay. That's another thing I have said so far. And I said that if I say list, okay, I also said that there is what we call alias. ls or ls switch L or ls switch A. These are Unix command. It does not matter which distribution of Linux you enter them, it will give you the conventional result. But CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, they have an alias for ls switch L, and that alias is LL. So instead of typing ls switch L every time, just type LL. It will do the same thing ls switch L will do for you. And I told those what an alias is, that instead of calling it Port Harcourt, just call it PH. You're referring to the same thing. Okay. Alias. Can you see when I type alias and I say enter? Look at it. See LL here. Look at this place. LL here means that when I press, whenever I enter LL, perform the same command of what? ls switch what? L. Can you see it here, sir?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So what I'm saying is, whenever I say LL, perform the command of what? ls switch L. Why do you want to have an alias? Because it is easier. ls is easier to press than what? ls switch L. Are we in class now? Can we move ahead?
Yes.
Good. And I say that if you want to change directory, if you want to enter a folder, desktop here now, I want to enter into desktop. What I do is what? CD, change directory into what? Desktop. And I hit enter. How do you know you are in desktop? What you have here now bears what? Desktop. It is no longer bearing home directory, your home. I said when you see this sign, it means you are in the home page of your what? Signed in user. Okay. And we can use LL or ls switch L to list the content of what? Desktop. And right now there's nothing inside what? Desktop. If you want to know the full path of desktop, do print working directory and hit enter. It will tell you the full working path of what? Of desktop. That means desktop is a directory inside item. Item is a directory inside home. Home is a directory inside root. And I say from anywhere that you are, any folder or subfolder or internal depth you are, and you want to go to the home directory, just do CD only and hit enter. Take you to the home directory from anywhere you are at all. And I also say that from anywhere that you are, you want to go into the root directory, from anywhere you are, you want to go to the root directory, just say cd / hit enter, and now in root. Anywhere that you are. Okay. And if you say list now, it will list to you all the content of the root what? Folder. And I say to us again, please do
Excuse me,
your
please. What do you press for to check the roots?
I want to
The
list
last command you made.
I want to list the content of the root.
Yeah.
I'll ask you, sir, what did we say you will use to list the content of a directory? Nobody.
That would be slash, isn't it?
No. If I want to list the content, if I want to list the content of a directory, I've used it severally.
So there is LL.
LL, simple.
Yeah, LL, then slash, isn't it?
No.
No, we don't.
For
the roots, I'm talking about the roots.
No. If you want to list the content of anything, as long as it's a folder, you cannot list the content of a file. As long as it is a folder, you can either edit a file or you view a file, and the commands for those two are different, which I will still show you. But either the root directory or a directory you created or the home directory, you need to list the content of a directory. The Unix is the shell kernel, the core from where Linux was created from. The Unix command of listing the content of any directory, any folder is what? ls. ls will list in short form. It means list in short form. ls, list in short form.
Okay.
But if you want to list in long form, ls l. But I now added that for this set of distributions, distros, CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, they have an alias for ls switch l. We all know what an alias is. It means that in case of this, call this person or name this person this. And that alias is what? LL. So LL and ls switch l, we perform the same function. But if you are working with Ubuntu, remember I said in early classes that if you have learned CentOS, if you have learned Fedora, you have learned every other, if you have learned any distribution of Linux, you have learned other ones. It's just minor changes. Are you with me, sirs?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for generally, which kind of distro you are using, if you want to do a long list, ls switch l, detailed list, ls switch l. But if you know the distro you are working with, if it is CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, LL. If your terminal is clumsy and you need space, you want to see things clear. All right. And I said that if you want from anywhere you are inside your system and you want to go directly to the root directory, going into the root directory is not the same as signing in as root. Every user, either root or ordinary user, has their own home directory. The home directory of root is this. So when you see this starting any part, it means it is going from where? From root. Anywhere you are at all, I've gone to the home directory of the sending user now. Anywhere at all that you are, and you want to go to root, just do change directory space / anywhere at all that you are, it will take you to what? To root. All right. You are in root. It does not mean you are signed in as what? As root. They are two different things. You are, who is signed in on this system? Who can tell me?
Item.
Excellent. So item is signed in to localhost, and inside which folder is item? All right. Item is signed into this machine, and the current folder item is in is what? Is inside root. So from anywhere that you are, you want to go to the home directory. From anywhere you are, you're going to the home directory of the signed user. Just do ordinary CD and what? Hit enter. See where to take you. Straight. Right? Now, it will get to the point that you know where you are, what you are doing. It will also get to the point that you must know the direct directory you are going to. So let's do this now. Can we list the content of this place? We know that music has something more than the rest. How do I know? Look at their bytes here. Desktop is 6 kilobytes. Document is 6 kilobytes. Downloads is 6 kilobytes. Music is 21 kilobytes. It means that music has something more than the rest, isn't it? Can we CD into music? We are now in music. If I list what is in music now, that means Mayokun is in what? Music. Can I CD into Mayokun? We are now in Mayokun here. And I list. So after I listed, I know there's another directory inside Mayokun, that is Matthew. Can I CD into Matthew? If I list now, total means what?
0.
That means there is nothing inside what?
Matthew.
There's nothing inside Matthew. All right. Now, if I do print working directory, see where I am. Now, what I'm about to say is, it will get to a point, ladies and gentlemen, that you must know the exact directory you are going to, because you want to inculcate that command into another command, especially when we get to DevOps. You must know the exact directory. You will not be able, you want to write a script. A script means that you are using it for automation, that you don't need to be there. Just put set of commands together, convert them to a script, and run them. When they satisfy a particular condition, run that script. And in that script, it might involve you saying, copy something from here and go and paste it in this place. If it is indeed an automation script, you must have specified the right path. This whole thing is called path. You must have specified the right path where it will copy to and paste to. Otherwise, your script will not work. Otherwise, your script will not work, because if you don't specify the right path, by the time it is executing all the commands you have put together in that script, line by line, it will get to this line where you missed that part to terminate. You'll now be wondering, what is happening? That's why I'm taking my time to explain navigation to us. All right. I want to come to Mayokun, or I want to come to Matthew. Please listen, please. I want to come to Matthew. I am coming to Matthew. Or I want to, yes, I'm coming to Matthew. Let me go back to the home directory. If I want to come to Matthew from this home directory now, what you know so far that I have shown you is that you will what? You will first list. You know that music has something, isn't it? Then you say CD into what? Music. You hit enter. You list again. Mayokon. CD into what? Mayokon. You hit enter. You list again. Matthew. Then you CD what? Matthew. And you hit enter. If you list now, you are not in Matthew, isn't it? Are we following gradually? Please pay
Yes, sir.
attention. I say again, you will be giving yourself a disservice if at this time your system is opened before you and you are doing it as I am doing it. That's a great disservice to yourself. And I'll be able to identify when you ask question that what you are doing is, why we are doing it in class, we are doing it. And I'm sorry, I will not answer you. I beseech us, please watch, listen, pay attention at this point. You will have all the time to practice when you watch the video. Let's go ahead, please. We are now in Matthew, and I printed working directory. See where we are. If I go back to the home directory, and I want to go straight to Matthew without doing CD one by one, CD music, CD Mayokun, CD Matthew one by one, I would just say CD change directory. Now, this is where I will apply the knowledge that everything stems from where? In Linux. Excellent.
From roots to Matthew.
Everything stems from root. So the first thing that we have here is what? CD, go first to where? Root. Okay. When you enter root, there is what?
Home.
Home. When you enter home, there is what?
Item.
The home page of the user, which is what? Item. When you enter item, where I'm going to is inside what? A folder, music. Assuming I'm going to music at this point, what will I do?
Click enter.
Excellent. And I'm in what? Music. That is assuming I'm going to what?
Music.
Music. But let me go back. I'm going to Mayokun. So let's continue. How did I get here without typing it? Who remember?
Arrow key. Arrow key up.
Thank you. Thank you. So I know that inside this music there is what?
Mayokun.
Mayokun.
Assuming I'm going to Mayokun at this point, I will say what?
Enter.
But no, I'm going to what?
Matthew.
So now, how do I apply it? You will see us apply it in future. If you stay around when we are having our DevOps class, I wish that you will stay around, because whatever makes you to have this decision, it means you want to turn something in your life around. All right, so let's go together now. I said you use automation, you use scripting for automation. Scripting is not writing code though. Scripting is putting together set of commands for your system to execute it one by one and give you the final result. All right, so instead of opening the door yourself, when you open the door, you lay the bed. When you lay the bed, you lie on it. When you lie on it, you cover yourself with the duvet. You can script that command. You put on line 1, open door. On line 2, lay the bed. On line 3, sleep on it. On line 4, cover with duvet. And execute all the command together at once. So instead of wasting time, you have automated it. When you hit enter, it will take you to the part where you are what? Covered with the duvet. It will open the door, it will lay the bed, it will cover you with duvet. So what I'm saying is this: there are times you will need the part of a directory. You will not be there to be doing CD into home, CD into item, CD into music, CD into my one by one. No. What you will need to give that script to automate that command is just give it the right path. Okay? That's why I'm showing you this. It might also happen that I am in, let me go back. It might also happen that I am in music right now. If I'm in music right now and I want to go to Matthew, please listen to me, good people. If I'm in music right now and I'm going to Matthew, what you will expect I do is what? Two things that you already know, but you think you don't know. I will show you now. You already know it. I can say list what is here. I can either say CD Mayokun, isn't it?
Yes.
CD Matthew.
Matthew.
I'm in Matthew, right?
Yeah.
Let me go back to music. That's the first part. Or I either say CD, I begin to list it one by one.
Yeah. So,
Isn't it?
yeah. Yes.
Music, Mayokun,
Matthew.
Matthew. These are the two parts you know now. But there's also the short part. Let me back to music. As long as the directory, the folder you are going, it is in front, forward looking. If I'm going to item home, it will not work. But as long as where I'm going to is in front, forward looking, what I'm about to show you now will work. If I'm going into item, okay, let's say that item is not the home directory. Let's say this item is another directory at all. I just need to do what? CD ... It will take me back by one step, isn't it?
Yes.
That is, if item is not the home directory. If item is the home directory, just do ordinary CD to take you to the what? Home directory. In fact, let's just, can we move ahead? Let's go and take it from Mayokun. So now from Mayokun, if I'm going to Matthew, and Matthew is still in front, instead of doing CD, enter where Matthew is, okay, I will say // okay. Let me go back by one step so you can appreciate it better. I'm in music now, and I'm going into Matthew. Instead of, I've shown you two ways you can enter Matthew from music. But instead of doing that, you can cut it short and say // This dot here means that reference all the directory paths that led to music here. I'll say that again. This dot here is saying that reference all the directory paths that led to music. And then this dot means that from this directory onward, now go to where? Go to Mayokun. And from Mayokun, if I'm going to Mayokun, I'll say enter. Or from Mayokun, go to what? If I'm going to Matthew. Can you see now? It didn't take us there. What's our error?
It took us back.
No, it didn't take us back. We are still in music.
To music.
We are still in music.
It took us to music. Yeah.
Who knows our error? We didn't add CD. Excellent. We didn't put CD.
We didn't put CD, yeah.
So we'll say CD. Remember I told you that you can only CD into a what?
A directory.
So instead of saying list, instead of saying home, item, music, you see how long it is. But you have the knowledge, you've been working with that folder, you know where it is, and you are along it already. You can say that, okay, from this point, reference all the directory paths that led me to here. From this point onward, take me to this place. And you say enter. You are now in what?
Matthew.
You are now where?
Matthew.
You are now in Matthew.
So we have to list at least the parents folder of the directory we're going to.
Before you can know, right?
Yes, for instance, we're going to Matthew now.
Yes.
Do we have to
do the print?
Do we have to list myokun/Matthew? It has to reference myokun.
Because you are going to Matthew, you can't go to Mayokun entering this door. Matthew is inside this room. Yes. All right. You cannot just enter. This is what you are saying to us. Let's go and try it because this is a practical class. You are saying we should do cd dot Matthew. Can you see? He's saying that if you are list now, of a truth, there is no Matthew here.
Yes. So my question is, if we were on I10,
yes,
can we use this command
and say
cd? Yes, and say cd cd/myokun Matthew. It's still forward looking to Matthew.
But it won't take you there. Let's try it. I'm enjoying this session because you guys are asking questions. Please ask me questions. It will make me explain the more. That's what he's saying to us.
Matthew is not well spelled.
No.
It's well spelled.
Nothing is wrong with Matthew. Before you can open,
there is no folder.
If you are using, yes, if you are using this thing, dot this, it means that from this point onward, take me to this. But remember that you cannot jump into Mayokun when Mayokun is inside music. Because if I list now, there is no Mayokun here.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So if you want to use that command, it should have been from this point, take me to what?
Music first.
Okay.
Can you see now allow us to enter Matthew now?
Yes.
Please, my people, it is very important we all understand navigation. Navigation will frustrate you. Ordinary dot like this, 5 hours. I was just there troubleshooting. You need to realize that a dot is what is not making my CI/CD to build. I was building a pipeline. I was frustrated. Ordinary dot on Jenkins. I did not put dot on Jenkins. Oh, now imagine my level when I realized. I mean, my level in I am Red Hat certified. Imagine how angry I am at myself when I realized that a single dot has been holding someone of my status for the past 4 or 5 hours. I just slammed my system, laptop, stood up and I left. All right. But computer is computer. You don't care if you're angry or happy. If it's the wrong command, it will tell you, I don't know.
No.
And that's the truth. He doesn't know.
Garbage in, garbage out.
So you will need to understand it. See, if you understand navigations, I say it with all boldness. It is not in any book, but from my experience, You have understood 60% of it. The rest is just find the right command. Honestly, the rest is just find the right tweaking. You can see many tweaks on the internet. If you don't know how to do some, at times I'm working with people and I get stuck. I go to the internet, I see different advice and instructions. I took it to my own whatever, and it works. It works because I'm able to know that, okay, with this person, the person that put this to solve his own problem, my own is peculiar, but this solution will similarly work for me. But I had to tweak it. But you must first understand the basics. Basics is everything in whatever you're learning. Once you know the basics, the complex ones are built on basics. Let's go ahead again, please. So now, I'm in Matthew. If I go back, right, and I want to go to, okay, let me go back to Matthew. I'm in Matthew now. Print working directory, Matthew. And I want to go to music. You cannot say cd dot music. You cannot even use this one for any directory that is backward what looking. Because you can only use this thing dot / for any forward what
Forward looking direction.
forward looking. All right. The basics you need to know on navigation I've shown you. Let's quickly look at these common commands. I've shown you make directory. If I need to make a directory, I've shown us, right?
Yes. Yes.
So let me show you other things on it. If I want to name a directory, live, if I want to name a directory party after party, party after party. We are inside Matthew, right?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So that means what we are doing here, if we are making directory here, where is he making it?
Inside Matthew.
It's a Matthew.
Inside Matthew.
Matthew.
Excellent. I'm happy we know this. If I say make directory party after party, it has done it, and I list. Did you see what happened?
These are
Yeah.
three.
Excellent.
Matthew.
It has created 3 directories for us. I like this. The ladies in the house, are they with us? I'm not hearing their voice. What's happening?
They are following. They are following.
Yeah, you are soaking it in,
Yes,
right?
speak
Please, we
myself.
don't want to leave you behind, though. Please, we don't want to leave you behind because we need more DevOps engineers that are women that can take over working remotely in Nigeria, and they are then doing things.
They are telling to the open about so.
All right. So when I say make directory party after party, it make 3 directories after the party with a small and the party with a big. But that's not my intention. I just wanted to make one single directory and name it what?
Party after party.
So this is what you do. Make directory, you string it. Party after party. When you string it, it will treat it as what? As one name. If I list now, can you see?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yes.
If I want to remove the directory now, RMDIR, remove directory, RMDIR, let's start with after party. If I list, it has removed those 3, right? If you also want to remove this, remove dir, I'll string it again. Party after party.
Can I ask a question, please?
Go ahead, sir.
So if you go back to the first string where you made it 1.
Yes, sir.
When you made it 1, the first place we made it 1. So when you press enter,
yes,
before party after party, you still name the 3. You still give you after party, then you name the last one party after party.
Yes, sir.
So the first 3 is it meant to be there since you made the 1?
I didn't get
Do
that.
you understand?
No, sir.
Okay, if you go back to where
let's go and make it again.
Okay.
Make directory
party
after party. Now we have 3 directories.
You have to 3. Now you want to make it 1. Yeah.
Okay. Then I say make directory. Then I string it.
You string it here.
Okay. So you saw me how I moved from here to the end. I just use end from here. When you press end on your keyboard, it takes you to the last.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
The first 3 said after party, then the last one said party after party. So I thought you just meant to bring just party after party instead of the first 3.
I already created these ones now. They will still be here.
They will still be there. Okay.
Yes.
I just want to know. Okay.
Not delete them or remove.
Until you delete them.
Okay. I just want to know that.
So I can decide to delete them one by one. Remove directory after. If I list, after is gone.
Okay. All right.
Remove directory party.
They removed the last one.
Party. If I list, can you see that now?
Yes.
Now let me show us something. Can we go back to the parent directory of Matthew? What's the parent directory of Matthew? Who remember? Thank you.
Maya.
Right. And I list. I have Matthew, right? Can we delete Matthew?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the command to delete Matthew?
RM.
Remove directory.
Matthew, yeah. But we can't delete music, right?
No, you can't.
Because
You can't
delete music.
The directory is not
the other directories under Matthew.
There's a
But
direction.
you can also remove Meiko.
Yeah.
We cannot remove Matthew because let's focus with Matthew first. Leave music. When we're trying to remove Matthew, he's saying what?
Directory not empty.
So you cannot delete an empty what?
An empty
Sorry,
directory.
you cannot delete an empty.
You cannot delete the directory that is not
empty. Yeah, a non-empty directory.
But there's a command, all right, that can make you enforce that.
Okay.
All right. There's a command that can make you what? If you're really angry and you just want to start from afresh, you want to remove everything. All right. You say remove rm switch recursive. Recursive in English language means everything that has to do with that, with a particular thing. RACURSIVE. Either that recursive or CULSIVE. There are 2 recursives now, but the recursive we are using now is the one that has to do with remove everything that has to do with this particular thing. All right. Remove recursive. You will now say force it. Are you with me, sirs?
Yeah.
Remove switch recursively. That means everything that has to do with this stuff, and force it, even if it wasn't want to go out, the name of that thing you want to remove. This time we are not using directory. This remove here means that I don't care if it is a directory or a file or a compressed folder. You just remove it, recursive, everything, and force it out of this place, and you hit enter. It is gone. So if you do list now, you will not find the matrix again. Mayokun is now what?
Empty.
Empty directory.
You will not understand it now until you go ahead and install a service in Jenkins in the wrong folder. You will now be sweating inside AC. How do you get this thing off? That's when you will remember I said you can force and remove something else. All right, but we get into Jenkins and you will enjoy DevOps. If I'm the one that will take you at that point. All right, so let's move ahead.
Better be you.
I had questions, please.
Yes. So now that you forcefully removed it, can you undo it or it's
no
gone?
It's gone. It is. So another thing now, if you think that, remember I said let's go to root. All right, we'll be working with this folder, this directory a lot, etc. Very soon working with this folder, etc. If I cd into etc and I list, there are many things inside this etc folder. It's actually a system file. You don't joke with it. If by chance you'll be working with a particular folder and it's inside root and you don't want to mess up with that file or folder, please back it up. What did I say, please?
Back it up.
Back it up. I'll show you how to back up later. So I've shown you make directory and things around it. Touch and echo now. So I want to create a file. Let's go back to home directory. List. Let me clear. I want to create a file called item file. Are you with me, sirs?
Yes.
I want to create a file and I want to name it item file. You see, touch item. If there's no error, that means it has what? Accepted it. So if you list now, can you see it here? Can you see it here now?
Yes. Sorry, why do you call it touch? Why do you say touch item?
That's the command. That's the command, sir.
So now is a file, the directory.
I want to create a file called item. The command to create a file is touch.
Okay.
All right. Now remember I said that you can only list the content of a what?
A folder, a directory.
Of a folder or a directory. But for a file, you can either edit it or you view it.
Yeah.
Okay. But before we view, let's put something inside item at least so that you can see something inside it, right? So to put something inside item, two ways. You either say echo, you string it, or you might not string it. I am of item January class.
2022.
Okay, 2022. You use this. It means echo this thing. It means print this thing into what? Item. Enter. You list again now. See item here that was 0 kilobytes here. Now how many here?
33.
If you want to know what you put inside item, is it there? You say cat, concatenate, cat item. Yes, it is showing you. Can you see now?
Yes.
It is showing, so you can view what is inside, or you can edit it. In Linux, there are 3 edit commands: vi, vim, nano. All right. Vi is the general one. Vim is the improved version of vi. It's even like an alias. Okay, let me go back to that alias so you can see. See vi and vim. All right. So vim is the general one that any kind of distro you are using, just type vim. Because you might use vi on Ubuntu and it will tell you command not what? Command unknown. So either you say vi item, it means edit item. Can you see that we have gone out of that our prompt into an editor right now? We now edit what? That's our file named item. So you can now come here and what? If you now want to write something inside here now, please, I told you that the foundation is important. We are building on the what? On the foundation. If the foundation is faulty, nothing anybody can do. So please follow me attentively. If you need to edit this now, to begin to type, you must first press I on your keyboard. I means insert. You must first press I on your keyboard. When you press I, you see what here changed into what? Insert. And then you can begin to what? Type
begin to write.
and write. You can begin to write. What are you writing? Gaskia? I don't know. I am sure.
Writing something.
All right. When you are done and you want to save, you are done and you want to save, you first press escape. Escape means exit this insert mode, right? You press escape. Exit this insert mode. When you press escape, then you press column. Column is shift of the semicolon. When you press column, write, it means that save everything that I've written. Quit. When you save it, quit it, bang, execute it, and what? Enter. Right now, it has returned me back to where? To terminal. Speak up now, people.
Terminal,
To the terminal, to the terminal.
Yeah, back to the
working
terminal. Yes.
Working terminal.
So we have edited our item and we have saved everything we put inside. If you want to see what is inside now, just say cat what?
Item.
See all those things.
Oh.
Right? Now, if I want to add to what is here now, I don't want to edit. I want to add to it without editing it. I can come and say, echo this. If I say, who are you? If I leave who are you this way, it will overwrite everything inside this place. It will what?
Overwrite.
Overwrite.
All the right side.
I have put enter now. It has overwritten it. If I say cat item, can you see who are you?
Who are you?
Me.
Yeah.
Let's say VI item. Can you see it has overwritten it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me escape. Right quit bank. But if I want to, if I say echo, and I want to say I am Obafemi Adegoke, and I don't want to overwrite it, I just add one more of this. It means append. Don't overwrite it. Append this to it, and I say enter. If I cut now, can you see that it did not overwrite it?
Yeah.
Just append it. So, but if I have a lot of things to put, assuming I want to put a command, a bit of command in it, okay, I want to turn it to a script. I just go and use what? VI. I say you can split it to 3 tools. You can use VI, VIM, or Nano. I've shown you VI and VIM. They are the same thing. So let's try Nano now. Nano what? Item. Can you see that? It's just, you have many things there. Okay. If I want to exit now, I say Control what? X, exit. So let's say Control X, I'm back here. Let's use our VI to edit item. I for what? Insert. You come down. Where are you from? From Osun State. All right. All these things, and I'm done. I'll say escape. And probably I've made a mistake. Assuming this is a system file that I'm trying to configure, because we're going to be doing some configurations. Assuming this is a system file that I am trying to configure, and I've made a mistake somewhere and I cannot trace it. What do? Don't just save. Just what? Escape. What do you do at that point? You say escape, column, don't write. Are you with me, sirs?
Yeah.
Don't write. Just say quit bank. What do you say? Quit, escape. That means escape the insert mode, then do column quit bank. If you put write quit bank, it will save everything you have done. But remember, you might have made a mistake and you don't want to mess up your configuration file, right? Just say escape, quit bank, don't save, and say enter. If I say enter, if I cut it, cut item, can you see where are you from? I'm from Osun, is no longer there.
Yeah.
Can you see no longer there now? All right, so let's look at another simple one we can quickly do. Okay. Any question? So we've done make directory, touch, RM, cat, VI. Let's go and move and copy, switch, and search. Oh, this is getting interesting. Can we go back?
Sorry, please, I have a question.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, in the nano section, we didn't really do much on that.
Because there's nothing to do.
All right, no problem.
But don't think I'm running from it. Let's go back here. Anything you want to do here is still your what? Edit. All right. If you have a lot to do, that's when you use what? Nano. Control V, next page. Control Y, previous page. Where is, if you want to find something within the file, Control W, all right? If I highlight it and control justify it to center everything, can you see what Control J did to it?
Okay.
So
Yes.
it's just like you just want to use Word to edit. All right.
What? Yeah.
But that's not what we are doing here. We want to use it for scripting, for command, for automation. All right. Are we following now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Because our Linux is supposed to be 1 month, but we are compressing it into 3 weeks. So we need to remove those things that really you will not need. Except you want you're too tired using Word documents to edit. It is not Linux that I now want to begin to use to edit. So Control X. Do you want to say yes or no? N for no. All right. So let's do quick copy. Can I clear here? Can I list? Yes. If I want to copy this item into desktop, the command is cp item desktop. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So in Linux, this is 10 o'clock. Can you spare me extra 15 minutes to do a proper explanation?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. See this command, copy and move. They do dual things. And it's also vital because when we begin to script, you will see us use copy and move. We do secure copy, we move files and folders. They do dual things. Let me explain copy first. When I say copy item desktop, the command is saying copy this into this. Are you with me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Copy this into this. He's saying that this one is a file. Copy it into this folder, this directory.
Okay.
As long as these two of them are in the same directory. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
can you come again, please?
Two conditions. I like that. I'll come again. Copy item file into the direct desktop. Copy item file into a directory called desktop. As long as there is a directory called desktop in this place, and as long as the two of them resides in this place. I'll take it one by one. The first condition, copy item, a file, into a folder, a directory called desktop. As long as there is a directory called desktop and it is in the same location as what? Item. If I hit enter now, no error message. That means it was successful. So if I go to CD desktop and I list this item here.
Yeah.
Are you with me now, sir?
Yeah.
Let's go back into our original place. Okay. If I say copy item, what did I need here? Digi. Copy item Digi. Now,
give us another message.
Item is a file found inside this place, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It does not exist here.
But it does not exist there.
All right. What this command now will do is it will copy item, paste it in this same place, and call the name Deji. So you will now have item and Deji, both files, the same content, but different names. I'll say that again. Let me hit enter and list. Can you now see that we now have item and we now have Deji? So because there is no folder, there is no directory bearing Deji here. What he did therefore was that he now copied, he made a copy of item. That command made a copy of item, paste it in the same directory, and renamed it what? No, he did not rename it, sorry. It called that second copy what? Deji. It didn't rename it because it still it kept our what? Our original item.
Okay, please, can we cut the GNC?
Thank you. No, why you have to sorry? That is me. I think I'm receiving what I give people whenever I'm doing training. Whatever you say, we must do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just want to be sure it's what is in.
I like being sure too. So you're right. You don't have to be sorry, sir. You are perfectly in order by asking us to confirm.
So
can we see now?
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
So two things copy will do. At this point, copy item desktop. There is a directory called desktop existing in the same place where you have what you want to copy. So you copied item and put it inside what?
Desktop.
Made a copy of it. And we did the second one, copy item Deji. Deji does not exist. So he made a copy of item and called that second copy what? Deji. And put it in the same place. Right?
Okay.
So let me cd into document. And let's say copy item into music. Cannot. No such file or directory. If I list now, there's nothing here. So to copy or move a thing, you must be in the directory where that thing is. Koba Kaba. Are you with me, sir? Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot copy a file. You cannot carry the TV in my room when you're not in my room.
Yes.
All right. So let's go to desktop. Okay. CD desktop and list. There's item here. Can we copy item into public? This public here.
No.
So we can now say copy item, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you say yes?
No.
They're not in the same directory.
Public is not in the directory of desktop.
Excellent. No, of item.
No, of item.
Of item.
This item copy now. This item we are copying now,
inside desktop.
It's inside desktop. But
public is not in there.
So what will this command now do?
It will
create
item as public.
Excellent. But is that what we want to achieve?
No.
We want to go and put it in this copy, right?
Public, yes.
That is where you now to specify the path.
Path, yeah. Okay. Home slash item slash desk. Okay, yeah. Yeah, item.
Okay.
Do you get this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they are in the same
Place.
tree. Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
He's saying that copy it to this place. So if I go
Okay.
to, if I say,
Let me
if I
simply-
cd into public now, right?
Yeah.
If I copy this, no, that's, if I copy this and I paste it here and I say cd, that means go to public, right?
Yeah.
And I list. Can you now see?
Yes.
See the time, 22:09, 10:09. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see that navigation is important?
Yes, it is.
So from public now, let us copy it into template. Who wants to lead us? Let's take it into this folder here, template. Who wants to help us?
CP item
Forward slash
space forward slash home slash item slash template.
Excellent. Let's take it to Mayokon.
Item forward slash music
forward slash
excellent
slash Mayokon.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Take me to Mayokon now from here. What do we do?
CD.
Excellent. I'm enjoying this.
Space slash home slash item slash
music.
yes slash music slash Mayokon.
Excellent. So is it that we are only building on what we have got?
Yeah, what we've learned. Yes, item is there. Fantastic.
Now let me quickly show you another one. Assuming that you are the country rep in Asia, I'm the country rep in Africa. Another person is the country rep in Europe. And this item file is actually a file containing code. Maybe we are developers and we are not using GitHub versioning 2. I'll tell you about GitHub in DevOps. We are sharing a code file among each other. All right. And we don't want it to overwrite. Okay. By the way, we have item inside desktop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We have this item here also, they bear the same name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we VI the one we have here? Okay. Let me insert and put, where are you from? And let's save it this time around. Escape, right quit bank, save, start item. Excellent. Can we now copy it to desktop now? Can we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's click it to desktop. Copy this item to what? Home.
Item desktop.
Forward slash desktop.
Don't forget it's case sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we go to desktop now?
CD slash home
slash item slash desktop.
Since I poured tea on my PC, it has never been the same again. The D has always been seasoned. All right, so we are now in desktop, right? If I look here now, we have at this same time, all right, a few seconds ago, okay? If I cut it, Does anybody observe anything? Do you observe anything, please?
Yeah.
The update we made is already inside
You are in
Where are you
desktop.
from?
on the desktop.
The last item inside desktop, stop that. I'm Obafemi.
Femi.
Yeah.
Yes.
The item we copied to it says, where are you from? It has overwritten the one that was there.
Yeah.
Did you get?
Yes.
Okay.
It has overwritten the one that was there, and I can never go back to it. It is gone. It is gone.
Oh.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
So now we can do a thing that instead of overwriting it, companies have their different way. That can say, okay, when you get to the place, to the destination where you want to dump it, instead of overwriting there, if you find the same thing, rename it. All right. So from desktop now, you can copy it back to what? Mayokun, isn't it? So let's VI this one first. Let's insert. Okay. Let's say I am from State, right? And let's escape, right? Let's save it. So if I cut it now, you see now it now has this with this, right? So if I want to take it to Mayokun now, it's going to be what? Copy item to what?
Slash
Home.
slash music.
Item slash music.
Right?
But we don't want it to overwrite it.
Yes. I now do another one and say whatever name I want it to be. Whatever name I want it to be.
Okay.
Whatever name I want it to be. Any custom name you want it to be. Right?
Please use the item. Use the item too.
Item new or item 1.
Item 1.
So what this is saying is this. Let me quickly explain. When you get into Mayokun, all right, naturally, it will first treat this one as a what? As another folder inside what? Mayokun. But then when it gets into Mayokun, it did not find another folder called item 1. So you now say, remember the second thing I told you about? Do you remember the second thing I told you about? That since I could not find item 1 as a folder inside Mayokun, I will make a copy of this
inside
Mayokun and name it
this
item 1.
Okay.
Are you with me, sirs and ladies?
Yes.
So because
I can't hear you again.
No, we can't hear you. Hello?
Hello? Okay, maybe network.
Yeah.
I think he's still speaking.
Yeah, I think
I'm dropping the chat already. We cannot hear you, boss. Okay, I think your volume is down. We couldn't hear you before.
I can't see him.
I still can't hear him.
I still can hear him though.
I can't hear him too. When I heard that sound, I thought it's bad.
Mic is mute.
hello?
Yeah,
we
couldn't hear you before.
Oh,
sir.
yeah, someone posted on the chat. I'm back. Thank you.
Okay.
So
All right.
can you see now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So let me quickly test our knowledge on something. Let's go home. Clear. List. CD music. List. Mayokun. All right. Can anybody copy? It's not here. Okay, let me say desktop. Okay, so another thing that I need to show us is we cannot have name and folder bearing the same, file and folder bearing the same name. So as I have item here, right? Are you with me?
Yes.
As I have item here, I cannot create a directory and call it item. Make directory item. Oh, sorry, we are not in home directory. I'm
in music.
I'm in music. Let me go back. Make directory item. It will say cannot create directory, file exists. All right. But if I say make directory item and it did, what's the difference?
The difference is there's a capital letter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Linux is in what?
Linux is case sensitive.
Excellent.
So capital I and small I
are not the
different.
same. Yes. So me, I'm used to these things. I know front and back. But for you as a beginner, you might want to make anything you are doing, everything lowercase. You can also make directory. Ayo. Lowercase, it doesn't matter. All right. But be sure that if you name it capital, when you are referencing it, you also type the right name you give it to it. Especially when you are going inside. Imagine Matthew inside Mayokon, inside music, and you are referencing something and you now put Matthew lowercase. It's just be bouncing back. You'll be wondering, but this is Matthew here now. Is here? What's happening? You will know it is your uppercase and lowercase. So what I'm going to show us is this. Can I go back into music? Can I list? There's item here, right? Let me copy. Okay. List. Can anybody copy item here into Mayokon?
CP.
Thank you.
Item.
Okay.
Slash. Com. Slash. Intern.
Item.
Slash. Slash. Mayokon.
Slash music first.
Oh,
yeah,
excellent.
Slash music first.
Slash music slash Mayokon.
Right?
Yes.
It will work. You're right. But how about this? Do you still remember this?
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
What the command you gave me is right. But how about you becoming more pro and you save your stress, especially if the part before here is very long.
Or what? Yeah, referencing the part taken to that
Excellent.
directory.
And you just say enter. You are there. And even if you want to rename it inside Mayokon, just say /
additional / item period.
Item A. Right?
Yep.
So if you just say cd / what? Music.
slash Mayokun.
Mayokun. Ele. Can you see everything?
Yeah.
All right. So everything we have done with copy, the same thing move we do. But this time around, you know what move does? It will not keep the original file. Are you with me, sirs?
Yes.
It will not keep the original file. So you are in Mayokun now. If you want to move item to Ayo here, we just say move item to where? Home
Home
item.
slash music.
No.
Ayo.
Ayo is inside item. And you say enter. Let's list from here first. You see item is gone. Move, you not keep the original file. Just like when you are moving contact on your phone. Move will not keep the original file. Are you with me? Hello, sirs.
Yes, sir, would you?
Yeah.
So if I copy this part and I paste it here, and I say CD into this place, and I list Ayo, can you see our item inside now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So if let's go back to CD. If I want to move Deji into Ayo, they are in the same directory, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't need all those part thing. I just do move Deji Ayo. Simple.
Simple.
Because they are in the same what?
Directory.
Move Deji Ayo. And if I list now, Deji is out. Where is Deji now? Inside Ayo. But if I say move item daily, what do you think will happen?
It's going to create. No, it's going to create daily. No, it will create a directory for daily and put item inside it.
To create file.
No.
No.
It's going to move daily into Ayo.
It will move item into daily, but it would not retain item anymore. It will not be named.
Daily is not here now. Why will it move it in something like that? Daily is not here. Daily is not a directory here.
So to give us an error there.
To create a new file called daily.
With the content of item.
What will happen to item?
Item
disappear.
Item will disappear.
Yes.
So what do you now call that? We just renamed item daily.
Renamed, yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's enter. And let's list.
Oh, it's creating it as a file, not as a directory. Oh.
Wait, it is a file before. See our item here is a file before.
Yeah.
Not this, not this one, no, this file here.
Okay. Yes, I understand now. I understand.
So I just showed you how to rename a file. So the other time I said that if you want to hide a file or a directory, what do?
Put a dot.
So let's hide desktop now. Give me the command. Let's hide desktop.
MV desktop dot desktop.
Excellent. List it. Can you see desktop?
No.
Can you list everything?
Yes.
See your desktop.
Started now.
Can we unhide now? Let's unhide again, please. Who's leading us?
MV. Dot desktop. Desktop.
Excellent. Let's list. Are we in class now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you've done enough today. Did you enjoy the class?
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a big. Well,
I mean, if you understand these basics, I really don't think you can't learn Linux in 3 weeks, but the basics, you have them. There's no other thing on Linux that you need to know. They are building on that basics. By the time you see it, you will understand what is operating, what is happening at that point. All right. So thank you very much. We'll continue tomorrow evening.
okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The video will be
Thank
up
you.
within the hour.
Yeah.
So let's just be
Mr.
building it like this, precept upon precept. Go ahead, sir.
Is this still possible, my laptop?
Oh, yes. But let's end this recording so we can do it together.
Yeah,
now.
okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Good night, everybody.
good night. Good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.